What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Brown, and this is the FluffyPaw. Over 1,900 episodes, 500,000 streams all around the world. All that is on account of you guys. So thank you so much for the shares, the cares. It makes a huge difference. And today I'm so super excited, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. You know, for the longest time, everyone has heard me talk about me getting a cat. I gotta get a cat, want to get a cat. And then the universe keeps sending me signs and signals. Like, I got a free cat fountain. I got some little kitty treats. And so for me to come across this founder, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm totally obsessed. I've got the founder of Shichic. Wonderful. Founder, how you doing today?
Hello, bonjour, Ash.
Bonjour. Yes, and one of my favorite places that I have yet to visit. I've been around the world a little bit, but I love Paris, France. I took French in school. You know, parlez-vous français? But
Très bien, bravo.
yes, I love it. So I love the fact that you've got all that energy. And when I heard about Shichic, I was just on cloud 9. Okay, so before I get to completely side railed, all right, what is Shichic and how did it start?
Yeah, sure. So thanks for having me, Ash. So what is Shichic? Shichic is a cat product brand because our cat deserves to shit with chic. So what does that mean? It's basically, I live in a small apartment in Paris, and I have a cat. And, the existing product I had were, ugly, cheap plastic litter box that were hanging in the middle of my living room, and was very stinky. So I was like, okay, how could we come up? Why isn't there, better litter box products that are more beautiful and more sustainable for the environment? So that's how it came up.
Okay, cool. Now, we got to talk about that logo. That is the most adorable logo ever. Who came up with it? And when did you know that was going to be the logo?
Yeah, so actually, I partnered with a cat lover from Brazil. I found her online, and she loves cats. So she's a graphic designer. And I told her, yeah, I want a cute logo about a cat, and I want something that doesn't feel corporate, because, it's my passion project. And I study cat poop every weekend, to try and come up with a better solution. So I wanted something fun. And so that's how we came up with the idea of a cat licking his own ass.
I love it. It is too cute. I'm going to make it the description. So you guys will see the little thumbnail. You're going to see their logo in the show notes. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, as you guys were starting this new company, this new brand, this passion project that has turned into this whirlwind, really big thing in this company, what was the early challenge that you didn't anticipate?
There are so many. I mean, you don't even realize. I mean, at first, I was like, okay, I could start maybe with 2,000-3,000 euros and start with a few products for my family and friends. But then I realized, with the factories, that if you want to make something of really good quality and with sustainable materials, it's not very common. So you have to have a high amount of orders, and each product were quite expensive, and probably too expensive for the French market. Yeah. So that's why I decided to start in US. And instead of $3,000, I invested all my life savings and even more. I took some loans. So now I have around $50,000 in debt on my name. So that's the main, the first main challenge, let's say. And now the second is that, I was very naive. I thought that making great product would sell by itself. But actually, without advertising and without way of getting to be known on the US market, it's very hard for cat lover to find me. So that's my main problem at the moment.
Okay, all right. Well, slowly but surely, you guys are making a splash, and more people are learning about you. So that was the big thing. Now, for me, I saw the FluffyPaw sweater and just fell in love. I am obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed with it. Okay, so who came up with this genius idea of putting a cute little kangaroo pouch on a fluffy sweater and you put your little furry buddy in there? Who came up with it?
Yeah, thanks. It's actually my idea, So I basically I had I don't know if you know, it's an oversized hoodie from a hoodie brand, and I used it sometimes with my cat to chill on Sundays, etc. But then at some point I saw online a very funny, bag with a lion fur, a lion mane for your cat to put in. So I was like, oh, why not try to combine both?
Oh,
so then
that's so genius.
Yeah, voilà.
So ingenious. And for my future cat, they're going to be so spoiled. They're going to be spoiled rotten. And that's going to be my little baby. I'm going to be walking around the house with my cat in my little pouch. I love it.
Definitely. I mean, my cat is not a big fan, to be honest, of being in the pouch the whole time, especially when I stand up. But she's having the best cat nap ever, on it. In the Sunday afternoon.
I love that. Now, what are some of the other products that people need to know about from you guys?
Yeah, so we're making litter boxes. We're making also furniture so that you can hide your litter box in your apartment. But most importantly, and I've been a bit wacky, to be honest, on that new product, it's a litter, a plant-based litter. Why? Yeah, because traditional clay litter, is actually very harmful for the environment and also for cats, because there's like dust and so it creates cancer and all of that. So I try to find a way to have a more organic litter, and it's basically fully plant-based. And because it's fully organic, you can flush it down the toilet. So that's why I called it Flush It. Yeah, because I mean, you don't have a cat yet, right? But me, I have, and when you have to scoop the litter box and put the soiled litter in a plastic bag that you put in your kitchen bin, I can tell you after 1 or 2 days, it's very nasty, right? So here, I mean, having the opportunity to just flush it down the toilet, it makes my life so much easier. So voilà, that's what excites me at the moment.
Yes, and that's one thing. I've worked in a couple of animal shelters, so I was a lot of times in charge of like they had this room called the kitty motel, which was like housing like probably like 60 cats. And so we had maybe like 10 litter boxes that, I trust and believe. I've scooped enough poop to know if you can find a flushable poop, a flushable litter, I should say. If you can find a flushable litter, that's a lot better situation than having it like compile in your house and the aromas are not friendly, as you would imagine. Not fun. Not fun at all. Now, so what's next for you guys? What is on the horizon? Can we talk about any new things yet? Or are they still in the back cooking? Or it's still on the stove in the lab making some good stuff?
Yeah, so, I think for now there's nothing new because we launched the FluffyPaw hoodie and the Flush It last week, actually. Yeah, hopefully I will try to come up with a funny ads, and funny video so that we can a bit have some fun. So yeah, that's my main project at the moment, and hopefully trying to make some money because for now, Shichic is far from a money tree, let's say.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely going to come about. Yeah, you've got great products. You're always putting the customer first, and I think that makes a big difference. That it's so personable and that people can relate to it. So I
hope you're right. Thanks, Ash.
We're claiming it. We're claiming it for you. Now, last but certainly not least, what advice do you have for the next generation of cat invention entrepreneurs?
Good question.
Yeah, just from your experience and the things that you and your teammates have gone through, what advice would you offer to them?
I think so. I would recommend them to try and come up with products that are a compromise between the human needs and the cat needs. Because I feel that for a very long time, the cat industry has been made a product only for human interest at the detriment of cats. and it's actually the cats that are using their litter box every day,
Right.
so on their toys. So that's my main advice, I would say.
I love that. Now, if people want to get some more information, if they need to get their products, and they need to follow you on social media, where do they need to go?
Yes, of course, they can go to my Shichic on Instagram or to my website on Google.
All right. Sounds like the plan. Much more success to you and your whole team. This year is going to be a big and wonderful, boisterous year for you. I can see it. I can feel it. I know it. It's going to be a great
Ash,
year.
For, my first podcast interview in English. I was a bit stressed, and you've been an amazing interviewer.
Oh, and you've been awesome. So much fun. And, I mean, that just means that you have to come back, because I know you guys are working on some more stuff. I know. I see you in the background. You guys are in the lab cooking up some stuff. I got you. We can't talk about it today, but next time we got to talk about that new stuff. So I'm going to pull you back. I'm going to pull you back into the fold. Just saying.
Yes, great.
And definitely. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do, watch me make it happen, watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.